When we were kids, we probably had one of these things to play on. And today we're going to talk about this one. The Nintendo Switch is with 155 million units, Nintendo's most successful console, and even better than the DS or the Wii. It's even the second most sold console of all time, just after the PS2, which has 160 million sold units. And not for no reason, because the Switch had some banger games even at the release. Mario Kart, Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2 or New Super Mario Bros. The Switch just had everything. And all these good games were the reason the Switch sold around 80 million units in her first year. Well, my favorite game was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The gameplay is just so smooth and fluent and I just love it. It also had tons of stuff you could choose from, like 48 characters. But we all can agree that the Koopalings weren't necessary. And Mario Odyssey, oh boy, where do I begin? For many people it's the greatest 3D Mario game of all time. And that animation when you collect the moon, just look at it. There were also purple coins that you could collect and buy souvenirs or new outfits, which is great for people who love collecting like me. And they genuinely had every outfit you could think, from Mario 64 Mario, Builder Mario or even Dr. Mario. The game also had different bosses. Sometimes you would fight a bird and then you would fight a fucking dragon. And guess which one's harder, bruh? Of course it's the bird. And now let's talk about Splatoon. Many fans loved Splatoon, and that for one reason. You could shoot with paint. Something that everyone wanted to do as a kid is just a video game. The first part sold already 5 million units and was the Wii U's 6th successful console, even though it got released 2 years before the Wii U died. And 5 years after Splatoon 2, Splatoon 3 got released. Alright, next game. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe was actually just the same thing as New Super Mario Bros. U, but there was one new thing. We had Peachette now. This was actually just a mix of Toadette and Peach. And we had the Koopalings once again. We also got some banger games after the release of the Switch, like Smash Bros. Or Animal Crossing. And yeah, I gotta admit, Animal Crossing is my second most played game on the Switch. And other crazy things happened too. Mario Party came back to its old roots, we got a new Mario Strikers, we got a new Luigi's Mansion, and even a Luigi's Mansion 2 remake. They even made a new Mario vs Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, and they made a second part of 1-2 Switch, even though the first part was horrible. So it looked like the Switch had everything we needed. Or did it? Well, there was one thing missing. This is the Wii U menu. And this is the Switch menu. Anything looks after you? Where's all the identity to the Wii U menu? The Mii Maker didn't have its own spot. It was just hiding in the system settings. Alright, but let's forget about the bad things and go back to the good things. What was pretty cool was that you could play retro games on your Switch. You could choose from the NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, N64 and the GBA. The Switch was Nintendo's longest living console with 9 solid years. Although we still got some bangers, we all knew the Switch wouldn't last long, and so did it come. The Switch 2 got announced in January 2025. The Switch was a great console and definitely deserves the title of the second most sold console of all time. So let's see what Nintendo is doing with the Switch 2 in the future.